Sunday in Tampa, Florida, and many parts of the world. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, and I'm here with.
Lorena Maceda. How you doing, guys? Lorena Maceda, also known as La Rola.
How's everybody doing? Again, I'm Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars. And if you don't know much about my history in the industry, I started on 2007, and then I fell as a retailer selling other people's cigars. But I found the love of my life by making cigars right here in Tampa, Florida. I realized that I was going to serve people. I was going to serve humanity as a cigar maker, and I've been doing it for 16 years. And as you can see behind me, this establishment is being selling only my brand. And it's a great feeling when I'm in Nicaragua with other makers and they ask me, so come again? Do you only sell your brand?
No, they first ask you, do you carry our cigars in your store?
That's true. Do you carry my cigars in your store? Do you carry my cigars in the store? No, sir, not really. Why not? I said, I only sell my brand in my shop on my website. No way. So how long you been doing it? Because that's the second question. They think it's something that I'm trying for the last year or 2 years. And when I go 16 years, wow. I have no idea that that was possible. Yeah, it is possible. Everything starts with an idea, with a dream, and someone that doesn't give up, doesn't accept of giving up because of many years after coming from Cuba, chasing money, and finally realized that what I was looking for wasn't money, it was purpose. And I found purpose through the cigar industry. So once I met that industry and I saw there was a lot of potential to fall in love with that industry, I haven't give up. It's the same, and it's nothing happened as a coincidence or because when I started, I met Steve Stamberger, I met my lovely wife, and we're still here. We're still here. We're still, nurturing this business, and people come and go, but we still here. We still here because we love how we serve others with this amazing experience because all I'm doing most of the time it's reimagining, changing to see how I can offer a different experience, a fresher experience to the people who love what we do. So recently we moved to Nicaragua. How long since we moved to Nicaragua?
It's been August, will be 3 years.
Yeah,
So
we moved to Nicaragua August. It was gonna be on next August. Gonna be 3 years, and I was afraid. I have to accept that I was afraid. COVID-19. It was an event, a worldwide event that put a lot of doubts on your mind for many people. We struggle a lot, but we made it. We made it. But those scars on your soul, your your um your will, it's like, well, it's really going somewhere. Is this is gonna become a strictly online business because I don't sell alcohol, I don't sell others brand, but I realized that I was out of shape. I was out of shape, and I will explain why I was out of shape. The first 2 years that we were in Nicaragua, how much time I was spending in Nicaragua without coming here to Tampa. A month, 3 months. How was the long shots that I was at Nicaragua without coming to my shop?
when we all moved,
Yep.
because remember, you were doing the back and forth for a year, 2022 and 2023.
Yeah.
You were doing the back and forth, and you were coming for about a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, all that stuff. Once we all moved, it was a minimum of 3 months that we were there, minimum, because we had a stretch one time where we did 7, and we both agreed that 7 months was too much for both of us. I think the most I can spend there. We love the change of pace, and we love the scenery. I have friends, my kids have friends. We have a life that we created there. But at the same time, we have another life that's going on and happening simultaneously to that one. And I think the stretch for me is 4 months.
Yes,
4 months, we both agree that we kind of like want to come back home, and so I think
but
aside from
four
the
months, but 4 months as a whole, as a family. But me as an individual, I can be here more than 45 days. My presence can be absent right now where we are because we are transitioning. As you know, on my last Sunday live, we closed the coffee shop. We closed the coffee shop. This is something that
traffic,
I
just
will
for
explain. I will explain. We closed the coffee shop, and I will explain again because probably you guys didn't were present on the last Sunday live. We closed a coffee shop. That it was something that is it was needed. It was needed 2 years ago. It was needed 2 years ago, but every time I would present the idea to my team, the person in charge, it was always postponed, postponed, postponed. And finally, I said, Yanko, this is your journey. This is your decision. Everybody's scared. I understand. The reason why I am the founder, the reason why I'm still standing during 16 years
and the
in a
reason
pandemic
why you haven't gotten involved with investors, and because you still want to have 100% of the decision
of the
making.
decision making. That's the reason why there's nobody in here um, that is part of my business. I love to have 100% of my decision making because you know coffee wasn't working anymore, and used to see customers faces when you tell them that we're closing the coffee shop. They go, wow. This week it's been painful. It's been painful. It's been a lot of insecurities because you see people's reaction and you go, man, do I'm doing the right
Like,
thing?
yeah,
I'm doing the right thing. So it's waking up at 3 a.m. thinking and thinking about my decisions. But I have learned that every time a decision it is extremely difficult, that's exactly the direction you have to go. When your brain or your soul is telling you you need to do this, and it sounds impossible. It sounds like you're killing yourself. That is a decision that you have to make. I have done it many times, and I'm always finish successful. I finish with a new upcoming that I go, man, I wish I had this
would have
done
done this.
before. So who knows? Probably took me a little bit to do it this week. This week, already with the restructure of the hours, the overlapping of 5 people here in the shop with no need, you know, 2 baristas. And when I restructure everything this past week, I finally saw progress. I finally saw progress. And that is an amazing feeling. That is an amazing feeling because I'm going to go over it again. We lost 30% of foot traffic, 27 to 30% of foot traffic in Ybor City after COVID. You probably don't know why. It is okay. It is okay if you retire, if you do your 8 to 5. I, I
Or
totally
if you
understand.
happen to be around Ybor City on a Saturday afternoon, like 2, 3 o'clock, it's usually crowded. But during the week, it's
But even in a Sunday, because we always did this at 3 p.m. on Sunday, sometimes it was difficult to do Sunday live
because
because
of the
people
foot
talking
traffic.
how busy the shop was. It was like someone was really loud, and I was like, man, there's three individuals here right now, ourselves and a Steve Stamberger. He's sitting up front. That's it. That's it. And it's 3 p.m. So we have a rush Sunday mornings and then Sunday done because there's not enough foot traffic to have a tobacconist here and a barista here to closing. Everything has changed. It took me it took me 2 to 3 years to accept it and make my decisions. So that is the reason I closed the coffee shop. We will continue serving our cigars connoisseur, or cigars lifestyle customers with great coffee. It's gonna be limited. I'm not gonna do no more Starbucks cafe style coffees wine mocha, this chocolate with this. No, 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 no. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple. A great, an amazing espresso, café con leche, cortadito, cappuccino, the five common drinks. The five common drinks, and then a few good wines and craft beer. I am not I am not bringing full liquor. No. At this point, it's I don't that is not coming to save me. I already did some changes last week, and I realized that all I needed was restructure. We had too many people in here. Too many people in here. I don't know what's the reason because as you know, we haven't been doing any event. We would be having doing anything that we need that many people. But I came in, I did the changes. I also want to announce that because it's it's I think it's my responsibility. I had a 4 hour long meeting with my right hand Karen, and it was to make changes to we went over the last 2 years 24, 25. I show her all the flaws. I show her all the things. I guess because I wasn't in here, even that she was a general manager, because I wasn't in here, she felt lost, and that it wasn't enough excuse for me for the way the business was going. So after that long meeting, she decided on Saturday to resign. Um, no 2 week notice, nothing, and I'm okay. I'm a fighter. I'm a lion. I'm the king of the jungle. What makes the lion the king of the jungle? His attitude. His attitude. If God let me to open my eyes every morning, I'm fine. So Karen is not with us anymore. She's not. I wish him the best. I wish him she learned a lot here in her 7, 8 years. I think she learned a lot here. So I hope God direct her into another cigar lounge or into another shop because she's good. She's good as a floor manager, as a keeping things like that. Also, if you don't see James Collins with us anymore, Jimmy decided that he wanted to continue. He wanted to keep going, so he also resigned. Same day or day before, he resigned. Again, no 2 week notices. We are relearning again shipping, and because we established shipping, it's nothing crazy. People forget that I was the one who established everything. Most of the newer technology, I can say I established it 10 years ago, but I was the one who trained everybody. So now when I'm going back to do work, it feels like I was paused for some time of going into the gym. But as soon as I went back to the gym and I started realizing that I know the movements, I know what exercise go on Tuesday and Wednesday, I said,
Muscle memory.
muscle memory. I said, man, this is
Like riding
dandy.
a bike.
Like
You just
riding a
have
bike.
to, yeah,
Riding a
you
bike.
just have to, of course, I'm gonna be, even our oldest, stepped in and helped. He's been here every single week. And it's amazing how
He
much
grew up in here.
that kid knows about the business. He can open and close the shop. Of course, he's not gonna take over. I mean, he still needs to,
No, no, take
be, of
over.
course, more mature and but we're working as a family, and it's we always take a lot of pride on saying that we're family owned and operated, and you're still gonna see us very hands-on. We're hoping to go back to Nicaragua beginning of June. That's gonna be postponed. Um, we're relearning the business
And the
as
reason, yeah, share the reason why.
yeah, as you already know, like I've always been a supporter of of Yanko, of the business. I just never worked here. I never really saw the need of me coming here. I will bring clients. I will do meetings. We did real estate event here, and they were, amazing. But it was always his tarp. It was always his baby, and I respected that. Since I pretty much quit my career to be more involved with the business, I'm taking a leap, and I'm gonna be learning all of that stuff and helping out in the back end eventually until we relearn it, and some of the processes that he implemented that weren't really being used. are gonna go back into place. And now
What do you think that some of the systems that I had implemented that were not in use?
we might take, and again, this is a humble opinion, it may not be like that, but I think it's when you want to be indispensable and for everybody to come to you for answers, you kind of keep your cards close to your heart. And and I think that was my I don't know, that's my
Okay.
idea. So
And
once we learn it all, we're gonna do manuals and we're gonna
please
do
go over
things
that because
for
and
everybody
I'm
to
sorry to
be.
interrupt. That was something that for years, we've been trying to implement. Really simple. Document all the process on a SOP, systems of operation procedures, a manual for retail, a manual for shipping, and a manual for coffee. We're not going to get any more coffee because it's going to be all together. And a manual for a team leader, for a lounge
Comes in
leader
and
was never accomplished. I guess like you said, the person
and
wanted
it,
to
and it's again with we've been together almost 15 years, and I remember when you started, it was a lot of it took a lot to start letting go of the responsibilities and the procedures, and you have to delegate, having or believing that nobody's gonna do it like you do it is a small business mentality. And eventually we want to grow, and take the business to a certain level. And he's very early on, he learned to delegate and to trust the team members to do what they were supposed to do. And so we are gonna go back to that, creating a system for all the different areas that anyone can come in and
do
just
shipping.
do shipping and do the inventory on the um, humidor. And if all of us follow, it's not rocket science. We don't have a huge um, warehouse where it's gonna be simple closing, opening, and minor stuff that anybody can just read the instructions and do. And then, of course, we'll bring, once we relearn and we establish all those processes again, we'll be ready then to bring someone on board and be the um, lounge leader. We're
Lounge.
gonna get away from that general manager. We don't have
No,
the
we really in here in the
small.
shop, we're really small, really
So
small. So that whole and a lot of the stuff happened because of fear from my side, you know. But leave and learn.
yeah, it's a trial and error. It's like I
And
tell everybody, trial and error. And we're not trees. We can always move and change
I like
things
that.
when they're not working. And that's one of the reasons why he's been very protective of the business and the brand and not gotten involved with investors, and because it's money, but then they also have a say. And when you have that much passion for what you do, it's hard to, he always, don't get me wrong, he's not stubborn like that. He listens. Guys, what about this? And how to, it's not like he's gonna come and we don't spend that much time here. But I think that's gonna change.
Yeah.
But we were going away a lot, and so he will always respected the way things were done. But it just gets to a point where the math is not mathing. The numbers are not. So you got to make decisions, and you got to take the leap of faith that everything will work out at the end. So we're going to be a lot more involved in the business here. Nicaragua, it's kind of running smoothly right now, and with the two big and two small clients we have. So I think we're good on that front, and we can still do the back and forth. We love it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So practice it.
It's like coming back to the gym. I went and got torpedo lips at the warehouse. They sent me a note on the group chat. We need torpedo lips. We need daily boxes. So I went and I got 10 and 10, and I went into the system and it showed that we still had 28 singles torpedo sweet. Where do they win? There's zero in here. There's zero. So you can see the things needed to.
Yeah.
So I went and did the transfer. It took me a few seconds to remember that when you're doing biceps, you can do it like this. You don't do biceps like this. You do biceps like this. So you I got it right. Oh, transfer. And I see that the system is not updating, and I'm going, what is it I'm doing wrong? I'm not putting enough weight. Should I put more weight? No, after you do the transfer, you got to go out and receive the transfer. Voila, everything was sweet. Same thing with the boxes. So, the memory muscle, like she says, is there. But this time, I'm not training anybody. This time I'm training a book. I'm putting everything on a book. And I'm gonna test it with everybody in here. The two or three that are left. I'm gonna test it.
The OG, our OG is
When I
Steve.
when I finish this, I'm gonna sit down with them and go, okay, please get in here in front of the computer and try to do this and see their questions, see their so I can tweak it because anybody is gonna be able to do anything in here. Anybody that is working in the shop. That is how it needs to be.
And the process of the administrative work and all that, well, whoever we hire to do that job is going to be able to, and he's going to be responsible for certain things like the scheduling and some days opening the store, some days closing. I don't know, but it's going to be the manual for that person, and of course, there are certain procedures that are going to be only known by that person. But that person doesn't work and leaves, then whoever comes back comes to work with us in that position is going to be able to read it and follow it. We just don't want to rely so much on one person and then um, you know
My last
suffer.
my last entrepreneurship before cigars, it was a restaurant. And I put a little bed. I put a little bed in the office so I didn't have to pay rent. And I used to take showers in the side of the property with cold water because the hot water was too hot. So cold water would take showers and I sleep in the office. And I was able to maintain the restaurant until I sold the restaurant. We have enough space back here to put a little bed. So if I have to sleep here and do the 66 hours that the shop is open, he knows he can put me through a test. And you will have the best version of myself because I'm here to serve you guys. That's what I'm here for. You know, people think, oh, cigars. No, no, I'm providing an experience. I want you that when you home and you think of us, think of pampering, think of a place that is clean, that is safe, that we truly care about your experience. That's what I am all about. So, no fears, no, I'm loving it this past week.
I'm gonna come to that, of course, because we're stepping
No,
into
but
family
what I'm
and
saying is
whatnot.
that I'm ready. I'm ready to,
Yeah.
um, I'm totally ready. And 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 I lost my
No, so you said that if it took you sleeping in the back for 66 hours and do it all, you are, you're the only one. Can you not be here?
we just did a recently change. That's what I was going to talking about. That's what I was going to talk about. We did a recently change that it blew our mind. It blew our mind. There was never
Oh,
pricing.
prices.
Can you elaborate a little bit? There was
Yes.
never pricing in here in this shop. You have to ask. You have to ask. Um, how much is this? And based on my experience, if I go into a place and I like a few things, and I gotta be asking someone that is busy, hey, how much is this? Hey, how much is this? Hey, how much is this?
You want to be able to make the decision on your own
Yeah,
without
yeah.
having to feel embarrassed about asking about the price of something that you think you may not be able to afford, or so it's always in Spanish we say el que no muestra no vende. And if you don't if you don't show, or if you don't at least let them see what the prices are, then chances are they're not going to ask you. And we were doing, and this is, I think this is where you were going, the
Yeah,
prices that
yeah.
are.
The first interaction that I saw was as soon as we put prices on all the lighters, it was psychological. Now you saw the price and you went, let me touch it, let me see it. When there was no pricing, you're not even touching.
Let me
You know,
not even mess with it.
I not even want to find out because this place looks so good, nice leather seats, glass humidor. I probably asked for that lighter and they want $90, and the lighter is $30. You know, tax included, tax included. Nope. So I started seeing interaction with the lighters, and the next thing you know, we always had art. We always had art from a local artist here in the shop. Always, always. But people always had to ask, "Hey, how much are the paintings? How much are the paintings?" And if we were busy, and some of the new employees they were not too familiar, they would have to go on the register. Hey, how much are the T-shirts? Hey, the people, the brave people who ask. Well, Lorena just put the sign, the $70 tags on the wall, pretending to where the rooster pictures are. And there was a lady sitting in here. And as soon as Lorena plays the pricing, the lady said, "Oh, I'll take two.
Can you wrap
Can
them?
you wrap them
Going
for?"
back to Chicago.
Is God talking to us? Is God or talking to us? I think the sales went up because everything had pricing. But
But the cigars, the humidor, of course, you go in and you see the price tags on every single cigar, and but nothing like the accessories, and none of that had pricing. So that was a big step, and I think it made a difference this week.
in a Monday, on a Friday, I've been paying attention. I'm an, a really observant
Observe.
people,
Yeah.
observe people. Uh, when I grew up, there was no tablets, there was no iPhones. We not even had magazines. Cuba, Fidel didn't allow to go magazines into Cuba, so you had nothing to look, nothing. All you had it was to observe people,
Yeah.
the old cars. That's
Observant.
all. That's how my brain was trained, just to. And I would tell my mom I was bored. She would look for something for me to do. So I would never say that I was bored. You know.
You're
So
both go and clean the.
go and clean this. Go and clean the window. I never would say I'm bored. And I'm here looking and in the new world, I want a coffee on Monday. I need that $6 espresso from Taba Brew on Monday. Or some that they had a little bit more buying power, I need it in the morning. And then Fridays, six people and another six people will come in. But again, you're paying a barista to service six people with $6 drink, and then a guy is coming in to sit down, spend around $30, one person, to be pampered, to cut the cigar, light up the cigar. But sometimes we only have the barista. The barista is not trained, um, uh, or we will have to have a tobacconist. Remember now, tobacconists they're not $12 an hour. Don't someone that knows about cigars. They're not $12 an hour. They're not $16 an hour. They're not $18 an hour if you treat them well. So well, mm, because of those six people coming to buy a $6 coffee, you can really uh, service the why we exist cigar. So that's why I close a coffee shop so we can service the people that we identified in the beginning. In the beginning, someone said it is extremely important that you identify who you want to serve. You're not in the ice cream business that everybody
You gotta make
ice
everybody
cream.
happy.
You're not in the fried chicken business that even Muslims eat fried chicken. If you selling pork, well, you can. But fried chicken, everybody eats fried chicken. So so I identify my customer, and I've been going a little bit away because I wanted to do both things. Yes, it worked before COVID when the old world, it worked. But now everything that you buy, and tell me if I'm wrong, most of the places that you buy, whatever, burger, food, to me, it has become mediocre, really mediocre. Why? Because before COVID, you used to go places that you see people from the old world. People from the old world, they don't have to be connected all the time. They don't have to be on the phone texting or feel that they're connected with someone. They learn, they grow up to be alone, to be, they understood that when their mother brought them to earth, they came by themselves. So they don't have to be connected all the time. So now you go and order a milkshake. The guy that is going to make you the milkshake, probably at that moment, he's not on the phone. But before you got there, he was on the phone. So he left the phone to do your milkshake, but his brain is still connected with the stupidity that they're watching on the phone. So that milkshake, it's probably going to be watery or it's missing fruits. That's the world we are right now. So I'm aiming to find the finest, that they don't have to be entertained all the time to service you guys how you deserve. That's how I go through life. I go to a place once, and the food is okay, nothing crazy, but the service is outstanding. I'll make it to go again. But if I go a place and the food is great, but the guy, I don't know, he's missing a few screws, or I don't know, I don't go back. I don't go back because I like good service. I like good service. So in this new world, is become extremely challenging to find good service, high quality, a small business product, because we always got to be connected. We always got to be, knowing what's going on in Iran, what's going on in there. So after COVID, everything changed. Well, we're changing with it to keep giving an amazing service, to keep giving an amazing service. Um, my job with my three kids is not to give up. I can't give up with my three kids. I don't want society to deal with my three kids. I brought them to earth. They're my responsibility. I don't care what age they are. They're going to be my responsibility for the rest of my life. If I own a business, I can't get tired to deal with my team members. I can. I got to keep doing meetings, repeating the same things, and when words doesn't work, I just cut hours. I just go, well, in these 5 hours, you're going to do 100, $120. Stay home. Stay home. I have someone else to cover, so you can feel on your pockets, not just lips and lips and lips. I guess leaders right now, they're afraid. They're afraid to say, hey, go home. No, they're afraid. I guess leaders don't want to lose their comfort, and then it's lips and lips and lips. Oh, no, I talked to you two, three times. You keep making mistakes. You're not concentrating because you're on the phone all the time.
And
I'll send you home.
mistakes that cost us money.
I'll send you home. This morning, Sunday morning, um, I get a text. The machine was off. My espresso machine, the heart of beverage, it was off because someone cleaning last night, I bet it was on the phone, between doing things and the phone, and went like this and turned off the machine. I'll send them home because if we've been talking about the issues with the phone, I send them home. The store opens 66 hours. I am capable to work this store for the next year by myself. So if I got to send them home because just talking doesn't work, I'll do it. That's who I am, and that's what had got me here.
Like when you have kids, of course, there's only so many things you can tell them. Listen, don't do this, don't do this. It just gets to a point where there has to be a repercussion. You do this, and this is what's going to happen. So, same thing,
We
same
have
principle.
we have made it, uncomfortable for a lot of coffee customers, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I wish Elon Musk have had accelerated their butts, their Android robots, so I can keep an Android here that is charged overnight and keep the coffee shop open
Open.
with a robot that is going to cost me, I don't know, $24,000 a year, but but he's never going to be sick. He's going to do the same espresso. He's going to remember your grandkid's name, but he long hasn't come out with it
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
He hasn't delivered yet. So it breaks my heart. People coming in and me going, guys, I'm truly sorry, but we already closed the coffee shop. Blah, 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 blah. It breaks my heart, but it needed to be done so we can keep going forward and we can prosper. We're gonna start. Can you please talking about better service, talking about elevating the experience? What are you planning to do on Sundays, first Sunday of the month?
And it's gonna be coming out, if not today, later on, probably tomorrow, so you can plan accordingly. We are going to do Sunday brunch for customer appreciation. They're going to be the first Sunday of every month, starting on June 7th. June 7th will be the kickoff, and it will be like a pre-Father's Day celebration as well. So you don't have to make reservations, you don't have to pay a ticket. You just come the normal way that you come and buy your favorite cigar and enjoy brunch on us. We're gonna keep it simple the first couple of um, times until it gets traction and momentum. But we always, again, we always pride on, and this is us talking to like Steve, our OG, the original. We were always about our customer appreciation, and we did a lot of things for our customers, and that kind of drifted away because whatever reason, the tickets, oh, they're not being sold. And well, when you're doing something for customer appreciation and it has a price tag, you're not going to feel much appreciated. So we're going back to basics. And I think Sunday brunches are a great idea. We're not going to have them every single Sunday. That's just too much for our team to keep up with when we're not here. So the first Sunday, June 7th, you can plan make plans with friends. Is not on Father's Day. Father's Day, I believe it is the 20 first, if I'm not mistaken. It's third Sunday of June. So the first Sunday of every month, we're gonna have the Customer Appreciation Day, where you just come and buy your favorite cigar, and we'll have brunch for you to enjoy as well. I think we were very spoiled in Nicaragua, where you could go to a restaurant, sit outside in the patio, eat your dinner, and smoke your cigar while you're eating your dinner. It's not something you can do here, not even in the patio. A lot of places that sell food don't allow smoking. You have to go to like the parking lot, smoke. You can't really enjoy a cigar in the parking lot. So yeah, let us do that for you, and plan and tell your friends. We're gonna do that the first Sunday of every month, starting on June 7th. I will post the flyer later on so you can plan accordingly. But we can't wait to see you there. We'll be here, so we hope to see you then. And along with that, we're gonna bring some other stuff back. And yeah, just going back to the core of who we are, which is serving others with the best of us.
Amen. 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 It's exciting. I can't deny the unknown. What's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? Do I'm gonna forget this? Do I'm gonna forget a deadline? I can't deny that it's
Yeah,
keeping
it's
me, but in the back of my head, I'm extremely excited because I'm back in the grind. I'm back here looking on every little detail, you know, reinventing myself again because things that worked before COVID, we know they don't work. We have to reinvent it. We have to reinvent it, and I love it. I love it because, like he always says, uh, uh, I have a wow in my dream. wild imagination, and that is what have brought me here. I don't consider myself a a a business numbers person that I know for how much to buy
Have it
this
all.
and for how much to buy this and how
You'll
much
be
to sell it.
you have it all.
Yeah, it'd be pretty boring. I'm not, or well, this
But the
item is being
creative,
too
yeah,
long in the
creative
shelf. I
mind.
got to move it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Um, I'm extremely passionate, and sometimes that makes me make mistakes because I'm too passionate. But it's part of the journey, and I enjoy it and I accept it. It's a new day. It's a new day. We passed the first week, and the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Again, we're gonna relearn everything, set the manuals, the systems, operational procedures, and when those are done, if it takes us a month and a half, 2 months, when they're done and proved, we will put an ad on not even the
We're not gonna do LinkedIn and again, we know that there is hospitality people that have done um courses of, like restaurants and stuff, but this is a very particular business. You have to be okay with the smoke. So it's not, it can't just be someone that has the experience and the school to back it up, but then can handle being in a cigar lounge. And we get it, we understand. So I will be posting something on our Facebook page for you guys to share it with someone candidates, but it has to be someone that's in the lifestyle. Food and beverage experience, of course, it's a plus. Retail experience, it's a plus. It doesn't have to have a whole lot of experience because we're gonna train them, and but it
definitely it
has
has
to
to be
be
a cigar
someone in the
smoker.
lifestyle.
It has to be a cigar smoker. It has to be part
The lifestyle.
of the lifestyle. It is a most, and it has to be someone that have plenty of experience with the old world. That have plenty of experience with the old world.
We're not ready to bring someone on board yet, just because we're still in the process of relearning everything, of course. And but once we do, which again, it's all in that big head of his,
And
which
this
is
is, I know this is extremely difficult. I know it's extremely difficult, but he has to be a leader.
yeah.
He has to be a leader. It doesn't matter how many books you read or how much college degrees you have.
And then that's not something we can teach.
If
We
you
can guide the person to
if you're
be,
not a leader, not even
yeah.
not even wishing. If you're
But
scared
that's
to tell someone to determine what you need to do, no, not even bother. Ooh, I love it. I want
but
to
we're
share
gonna
with
be
you
here.
guys.
We're gonna be here for a while, guys. About the next 2 months. So please, if you have the time, come and see us. Plan for the events that we have coming up. For now, it's gonna be June 7th. That's gonna be the pre-Father's Day brunch and also customer appreciation kickoff. So keep that in mind and also come and visit us. We're gonna be here. This guy's gonna be here pretty much every single day. So thank you so much for your support, for being here with us right now, and for everything you all do.
You guys are the reason why I exist. So I owe you everything, everything to you guys. You have allowed me to live a dream, and I will continue to enjoy. And what I owe you is to get better and better to deliver an amazing experience. So that's 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 my destination to always deliver a better experience. My 9-year-old Santiago this morning said, "Dad, I'm kind of liking the whole thing about selling cigars." And I said, "Okay, good, good. Dad, you have to share with me, all the cigars and this and that." And I said, "When the time comes, I will share the cigars with you. But first, I want you to understand why the family is in the cigar business. When we go over that many times and you get it, you understand what is the why we in the cigar business, I'll start training you on cigars. Because cigars, what I'm going to teach you about cigars, they can teach you that at Corona Cigars. They can teach you in any store what a cigar, how it's done, what leaf has inside, how you cut it, and how you light it. The why the Maceda family is in the cigar industry, I'm the only one who can share that with you.
And that
So,
kid's with that kid comes with your palate.
yeah,
He
he has my palate. He has my palate. It's for me to keep him away from fast food, keep him away from high sugar processed food, to take care of that palate
he's
and
pretty
then
much
teach him how to find the right characteristics on a tobacco when the time comes. And he
right.
still has another 15 years,
Absolutely.
but he can start learning, the why we are in this industry to serve others. Guys, thank you very much. It's been an exciting week. Every day when I finish around 7, my wife, yes, on Friday, let's watch a movie. I said, no, no, I'm gonna sleep because I'm done. I'm done. My brain is searching. My brain is trying to put everything in writing. It's so active. The right around 7 p.m. I'm
He's
done.
up at 4:30 in the morning.
But at
So
4:30, 4:45, I'm up writing ideas, writing process, talking to Chatty because because I love what I do. I love what I do, and that keeps me. It doesn't keep me up. Sometimes during this week, I was up at 3 to go and pee, and and um and then 2 days I had a hard time to go back to sleep, going through the day, everything that happened. But mostly I've been getting a good sleep because I go early at 8 p.m.
yeah, but
I'm
8
already
o'clock,
flat, and like
your
you
brain
said,
is already fried.
so I'm happy. I'm really happy. I like the direction that we are taking this. It's not going. We taking this amazing business to service the lifestyle. I love the direction that it's going. Guys, my name is Jan Comaceda,
Lorena Maceda here, also known as La Rola.
and we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship. That allows me to stop time for a little bit and then reflect on life and plan the future ahead. Thank you very much. Have an amazing reflecting Sunday.
Bye.